Did anybody clear those rooms yet? Okay. Smith is down? Smith is down. Is there anybody behind me? There they are! Right there! Corner of that building! Ready? Going forward! There they are! Light them up!
November 29th. I want to kill. I may have already killed one or some of these bastards with the Mark 19 grenades or the SAW. I have a reoccurring epiphany. This is happening and will have a lasting impact on me for the rest of my life.
I know I'll lose money over there.
If you notice, it's like slants.
I'll be a skinny.
My name is Specialist Michael Moriarty of the Charlie Company, 3rd of the 172nd Mountain Infantry. This recording will be an ongoing video documentation of the day-to-day experiences and accounts from the eyes of the fine soldiers of the Charlie Company.
Maybe say hello to the camera. And then a sports car. Ooh, this is some... Go National Guard.
Okay, go say this one.
Good morning. This is Sergeant Stephen Pink from Kingston, Massachusetts, getting ready for deployment to Iraq.
Oh, God, there's a camera in our door.
The idea of the cameras came around. I said, yeah, sure, I'll take one. Like anything else in the Army, when something new comes along, everybody wants it. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's socks or ammunition.
You don't like the camera?
I'm not supposed to talk to the media.
I'm not the media. I'm not the media, damn it.
I had some experience, with journalism in college and a little bit after college. I couldn't really tell if there's any way to, truthfully tell a story without putting a slant on it.
I've got a degree in English and minored in sociology. My second year of college, I saw this sign for, help out with tuition, and I made a rash decision. And I also felt that it was a time in my life when I needed to kind of test myself and make sure that I could accomplish something. Right?
It's the real world. Yeah. Low crawl. Woo.
An active duty soldier is a full-time soldier.
Come in just like a crab does it.
A National Guard soldier is a citizen soldier.
Wow, just exposed himself to enemy fire.
Doing a little plumbing here.
He's a citizen 28 days of the month.
Whoa. It landed over there, but it was supposed to go here.
This next shooter is the videographer himself, yours truly, Specialist Michael Moriarty. I joined the National Guard in 1988 as a combat engineer. I am a substantially patriotic person, and on September 11th, it struck me hard. It struck me real hard. That was like somebody hitting my house to me, and I had so badly had to do something about it that I took time off of work and I went to Ground Zero. And I saw it still burning. And I wanted it to etch me so bad that I never forgot it. I called the recruiter and I said, you slot me into a unit, only if they go into Iraq. This is the first time I will see combat. I came really close during the first Gulf War, and the war ended about 3 days before we were ready to leave. This is our last pass overnight with our families. The last 2 days before we leave for Iraq.
You look and smell nice.
Hello. Hey, buddy. How are you, pal? Oh, I love you so much. How are you? I miss you so much. I've been criticized by family. I've been told more or less that I'm an irresponsible father, irresponsible husband for making this decision.
You're so happy.
I had a heart-to-heart with my wife about what motivates a soldier to want to go into a situation he might not come back from.
Hey, Daddy.
Hi, baby. Hi. It didn't matter to her if she understood it. She will do whatever it takes to support me.
A lot of soldiers dramatize, and you're this patriotic, self-serving guy, selfless, and you're just doing it to help save our way of life. But ultimately, the average soldier is just somebody like me or my soldiers. I'm, just a guy like, damn, I got the call. Yeah, it sucks. Do I really want to go? Probably not. But they're doing it. What else can you ask for from a man?
But you still will go to Iraq today.
It's just another day here in the barracks. Even the chairs around this place are patriotic. Yep, no room for cynicism here.
I was born in Lebanon, born with Shiite Muslims, really. I moved here when I was 10 years old. A few months after we got here, they divorced, and I lived with my mother. And after high school, I went ahead and joined the U.S. Army, where I spent 4 years on active duty. I really wanted to travel anyways. That's why one of the reasons I joined the Army. I remember like a month after I got activated to go to Iraq, she calls me up and she's like, I just saw on the news and some mothers are sending their kids ACs because it's so hot. She's like, I was just thinking you can take it with you. I'm like, I can see myself on, with my rucksack on my back and an AC above me. I'm like, Mommy, what is the matter with you?
So how do you feel about this deployment, sir? Just a second, by the way, he's an officer. You're gonna get a political answer.
I feel very good. I got great troops and great NCOs who square me away, so I have no doubts that we'll succeed in our mission.
Hooah, good stuff, sir. Thank you for the honest and forthright answer. Here's some of my reading. Good little magazine here, The Nation. Not a pro-Bush magazine, then again, who is nowadays?
I love politics, I'm a political junkie. I mean, we're here now because we have a commander-in-chief that decided we need to go to Iraq, so, Right now, it's like a train that's set in motion. You just can't turn it back around.
It was a historic moment for Iraq, that beleaguered country. A temporary constitution was signed, a first step toward elections and sovereignty, and a major accomplishment for the U.S. in what is expected to be a long and difficult path to Iraq's independence.
Daddy's got to go to work. Why? Just because. Oh, yeah, we're ready for the desert now.
The day is here. Life will change.
Good luck, specialist.
Every soldier eventually wants to go in combat. It's natural instinct, like I said. It's like training a football player all season, but never letting him play in the game.
There's times when you're kind of afraid, but for the most part, we're prepared and we're trained and we know what we're doing. If you let fear get to you, then you're really not going to be doing your job.
Sit down, everybody. Real deal, man.
Every soldier in the past, they're my heroes. Hopefully, I'll be someone's hero. You ready?
Bring it on.
You ready? Here we go. Iraq. Here we come. Matthew and Kenley and Randy.
You're coming over here to conduct a mission under Operation Iraqi Freedom that is absolutely vital to our nation. You are in a danger area right now, today, here in Iraq.
Well, here we are. The Scenic Vista, Camp Anaconda in Balad. We're going to be staying in these giant tents until we'll get some improved living conditions.
Welcome to Iraq, gentlemen. Only 1 year to go.
That's all.
There we go.
That's what we're talking about. Live free or die.
This is home. Home sweet home. Take a look at these Humvees and see what kind of damage has been done the last couple of days. As you can see, that window is 4 inches thick. It's 75 pounds just for the window itself. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Woo! Camp Anaconda is the most attacked base in the country. Gets mortar attacks on a daily basis. This still remains a pretty damn dangerous place. Let's see all clear.
I have no place to go. This is the, and I'm serious, this is the most
I don't want to see pictures. I don't want to see pictures. I thought you were, yeah, okay. I thought you were pulling a little blank.
If one hits here, you're fucking talking 30, injured or killed.
If we end up in a survival situation, I give you guys permission to eat me.
Dead.
Well, chances are we'd get resupplied in a week, so we wouldn't need.
You don't need a resupply in a week if you're eating me. You're good for a month.
There's the mount for the camera, right there. I'm gonna patent that shit. Bang.
Come on, let's roll.
Our primary mission is convoy security. We go out every day. We go to the KBR/Halliburton truck yard. We escort that convoy to wherever, usually it's Scania, and we take one back.
The stuff that KBR is driving is logistical stuff. We're moving cheese, cheese, food, soda, paper, supplies, and fuel too.
Hey, it's my guidance here. I want you to get up there. We're going to be vehicle number 6. I need you to get up there cautiously and safely. Nasser will help you out. اطلع من الشارع. Hey, نبض. اطلع من الشارع. Be careful around the bend.
You leave the wire. Your main concerns are IEDs, which are improvised explosive devices.
Oh, shit.
And the other one is RPGs, which are rocket-propelled grenades, bazookas, whatever you want to call them. The most worrisome for people is VBID, which is vehicle-borne IED, which is Army name for car bomb.
We're here waiting to go over this pontoon bridge.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you watching me.
What's up, man? What are you selling? You get any dope?
You need dope?
Yeah.
No.
Smoke? No?
Smoke?
Yeah.
Cigarettes?
No, man. Holy shit, look at the size of those cigarettes, huh? Hey, what's up, bro?
What's up?
What are you selling, man?
Knife.
A knife? How much?
Yeah.
Give me 5, man. Give me 5. Give me 5, bro.
5?
Give me 5. Hit my hand, man. Like this, I'll show you. Put your hand like that, ready? Like this.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah, there you're talking. Yeah. All right. All right, you see the size of that knife? Look at the size of the kid selling it. Go tell your uncle, stop setting IEDs, sell fucking knives instead. What is that? Oh, all right. You got anything with farm animals? Animals? You know, if I was in a religious cult, I would probably buy that, you know? But I'm not, so no thanks.
The kids sometimes, they'll wave and smile, and other times they'll flip you off, you know? You see people out there walking on the road, and automatically you assume that they may have something to do with an IED going off. It's unfortunate for Iraqi civilians, but any guy will tell you that it's gonna be our safety before theirs.
Good evening. The war in Iraq is back on. Big time. American forces are fighting Shiite militias south of Baghdad.
In the past 48 hours, coalition forces have battled extremist Shiite militants across Iraq in some of the fiercest fighting since the U.S. invasion a year ago. U.S. forces have announced a warrant for the arrest of firebrand Sheikh Muqtada al-Sadr, the ringleader behind the violence.
It's dark 30 in the morning and we're rolling out. Things are hot and heavy out there. We got a cleric out there that's had a call to arms and he's creating quite a hassle for us.
Today was the first time I shook a man's hand that wasn't attached to his arm. So I was the first one there and immediately clamped Reggie's brachial artery. I looked down at his hand dangling from the exposed bone that used to be his elbow, like a child's safety clip mittens dangling from their winter coat. If I play the odds, one of us will die before the tour is over. It's something that I don't like to think about.
After being back here for about an hour or two, time to stop and think about what you had just been through. There were guys saying prayers at the table, and we all got choked up. It comes down on you like a ton of bricks. And how close you just came to never seeing your family again, never seeing my kids again.
Brush your teeth, okay? Matthew is so close with his dad. He says that, you know, Daddy's his best friend.
You're practicing your play today in school. I'm gonna videotape it for Daddy.
Careful, pal. That's really hard for him to not have his dad and to not understand. Here, lay down.
1, 2.
Kenley's growing up. She's gonna be a different person when he comes home, and that's really difficult. I've never been alone, so I've never been independent. For him to say that he's joining the military to go to Iraq was really hard for me, and at first I was not willing to let Mike go. But he felt that something was missing. He worked for a forklift company, and they kind of downsized, and his job got eliminated. So then he became a stay-at-home dad for a year. Mike needed to do this, and if I held him back, he would have been bitter towards me.
That's my new backpack.
Where'd you get it?
From my daddy.
Open up. No. Hey.
Up here on the roof of the IHP building, securing the perimeter from this angle. Here we are in a fighting position with machine guns and Mark 19s. But this is actually someone's backyard down here, right below us, and there's this little boy that plays there. He just kind of wanders around talking to himself and torturing his little chickens over there. This little kid is in a world of his own, surrounded by all this stuff. Funny little kids in the middle of a war zone. You just hope that they don't turn bad as they get older, like many of them do.
Not even 6 o'clock. It's fucking hot already. In order for them to continue running missions in Iraq, KBR insisted that the Army provide shooters for every other one of their trucks, which means they take rear echelon motherfuckers and they put them inside the KBR truck with an M16. So this guy right here thought it'd be fucking changing pillowcases the whole time in Iraq. And now sitting in a truck in the most vulnerable position. More vulnerable than the MPs because the KBR trucks are more of a target than we are.
Army truck drivers make 17 grand a year, you know, E5. So they outsource it, privatize, save the Army money, and now we pay KBR 120 grand. Do the same job.
KBR trucks are, of course, the Kellogg, Brown, and Root, owned by Halliburton, run by the Vice President, Dick Cheney.
KBR annoys me. I don't want to talk politics, but man, they got it good. Take every store in your town, every gas station, police department, fire department, and let it all be run by one company. I mean, that's basically what they do. They have their hands in anything you can think of.
Get some chow.
KBR, all our chow halls.
Today we're having Middle Eastern Swedish meatballs and Iraqi freedom fries.
Look at all these plates, huh?
To charge the military food, they're gonna put out 4,000 plates times $28 a plate. So when people take two, because sometimes we take one and then we'll take one and put it on top to keep it warm, it's $56. KBR just charged the government.
Everybody there stands to make money the longer we're there. So that's why they refer to it as the war for cheese.
You know, there's been some changes on Anaconda here. We got a drive-through window at Burger King now, which is great, and they widen it up so Humvees can go through it. So on your way out to work, you can grab, you know, a burger, maybe some French fries or something. It makes you feel like home. I'm just kidding. That's not true. There's my new driver, Specialist Steven Rizza, fucking lunatic. Hey, how many people have you bumped with the Humvee so far?
Nobody. I don't bump anybody. I use my directional all the time. I'm a very courteous and professional driver.
You're a fucking bullshit artist, too.
You almost have to have a false sense of security to do this business. You almost have to convince yourself in your head that it won't happen to me. If you didn't have any faith, you'd probably have a very hard time leaving that wire every day.
Basically like the mother of all street cops, if you will.
In America, you just kind of put your hand up and you say stop. In Iraq, that means hello. This is stop. So the guy sees a U.S. soldier, tell him hello over and over and over, and next you know, he sees a soldier tell him hello in a different way. Occupation doesn't really come naturally for an infantry outfit. It's there to be an efficient destroying machine.
I find it interesting, all these dudes that come sitting out here like they didn't do nothing.
That's what they were the other day. When we sat on that jackknife, they were so fucking frustrated with us, they started yelling.
You fucking should have shot him.
I'm not getting that fucking truck.
Hostile intent, you should have fucking shot him.
You take 150,000 U.S. soldiers out of America and you transplant them to Iraq for a year with absolutely zero training whatsoever about the culture. It doesn't take a shrink to tell you, ignorance is one of the first steps towards prejudice.
That is one serious afro. She must spend hours picking that thing out in the morning.
أنا عمري 25. I told him I'm 25 years old. قديش عمرك أنت؟ 10. He's 10 years old. I was born and raised in the first 10 years of my life in Lebanon, so I guess naturally I'm fluent in Arabic. Sometimes people come up to me like, man, that's so cool, you know Arabic. عندي واحد؟
عندك انت؟
جاموس؟ لا عندي سيارة بس بالجاموس.
سيارة؟
He asked me if I had a donkey. He said no. The ones that I do talk to, for the most part, you know, they get a kick out of it. Eventually, they ask you, how the hell did you get a visa to America? I'm like, I was 10, man. I don't know. My parents got it for me. I guess that's every foreigner's dream. أنت بتحب أمريكا? Asked him if he likes America. He says yes.
I love my son's name. They mean blooming, and when the flower blooming in spring. So he's 25, 26 years old, and I still believe like he is a little baby in my eyes. And I fight a lot with that because probably we both look have same personality. He's very sociable and love people and short fuse, and I'm like that. So we always like hang up in each other. I shouldn't say it, but I said it anyway. He liked to be big shot. When he was in Lebanon, he was president to his class, and when we came here, he also was president to his class. I think he felt he doesn't have enough support from me for college. Like, when we first came, I don't know the language, and you cannot bring your house with you. You leave everything behind. You bring showcase full with clothes, that's all. We live Civil War 20 years. I hate war. One time, militia shoot from the street at my house, and the army shoot back from my bathroom window. Zahra was very, very little boy, and we stuck in the bathroom, 4 of us. And my kids just so scared. I never thought he's gonna be army man. He felt the army give him discipline and make him man, more than raised by women. I feel the army is family. I bugged him not to be in National Guard. He didn't even listen. Life no sense for me anymore. Because I have my shop, I have my car, I have my house. Here I am, I came, I want to save these kids, and here I bring my kid to be in the worst place in the whole world. I mean, well, he's my life.
And here we have Sergeant Bozzy communicating with the local people. I think he might be a spy. Don't quite trust him. What's he doing? He's plotting against us. I know he is. Yep, you see? And the deal is sealed.
In order to keep your sanity in the Army, you have to have a thick skin, because everybody rags on everybody.
You pressing our handshakes? What the hell's this? The fraternity? What a traitor.
Today we killed Bozzy.
All right.
And everybody that looks like Bozzy. So that makes for a lot of targets today.
Every war has got its own little term to dehumanize the other side. And we had gooks in Vietnam, and this war has Hajis.
Fucking Haji's got a fucking plan to take us all out. But we don't plan on letting that fucking happen now, do we? Hell no.
It becomes almost like a filler, you know. Anybody that's non-American almost becomes a Haji. It originated because a lot of the older men in the Arab culture has done their pilgrimage to Mecca. So when you come back, you become a Haji. So it's used by Arabs for Arabs as a term of respect, but somehow I don't think the U.S. soldier on a patrol is using it in that context. The bad guys or the insurgents, I'm sure they have their own derogatory term towards us. Maybe it's just part of human affairs in war.
This is what happens when you fuck with the Americans.
We were just informed by our squad leader that we'll get the night off, which is good. Sometimes you get fucked and you work extra, and sometimes this happens. What are you doing, man?
Making a pistol.
Why are you making a pistol?
They won't give me one.
So what the hell are you gonna do with that thing?
I'm gonna scare people with it.
Waving the M16 isn't going to make an Iraqi civilian move out of the way. But if you point a pistol at them, they'll run like hell. Because that's what Saddam and his agents use to murder Iraqis here. They all use pistols.
You gonna make one for everybody?
Yeah, what, fucking stupid?
Today is Sport and Chance Tuesday. We like to give these insurgents a fair chance. So what we do, we ride with the windows down because, you know, we obviously have the advantage. I'm just kidding, we don't fucking ride with the goddamn windows down. That's not true. Very unsafe.
Whoa.
Right there. All right, let's get over to that site. Yeah, be advised, we're leaving Taji right now. We believe that the blast was right outside the gate of Taji, and we're heading to that location now. That's a fucking car bomb. Fuckers! Get your vest on.
Hey, get over the fucking Sheriff 1-6.
Yeah.
1-4 elements, get to the gate.
Sheriff 1-6 or any 1-4 elements, we need you at the gate of Taji right now. Over.
Here, I'll walk him through.
Any Wolf 1-4 element. This is 1-4 Alpha, over. Stay low, Reezy. Pull over to the right.
Get your bag, get your bag. See ya.
It was mass casualties. Probably 20 dead, 20 or 30 wounded Iraqis. It just looked like, you know, someone had thrown a quarter through a guy, and it was just like, there was no blood coming from the shrapnel wounds. Everything was cauterized, and it was just like there was a void going through the body.
This is the scene north. They just removed a burnt body or half a body from here. I don't think there was anything left from his abdominal down.
blood. And, you know, you walk, you hear the pieces of skin, and that's it. That's all that's left. I remember giving 3 IVs, bandaging several wounded, a soldier sitting in the corner of a sandbag wall, shaking, screaming, medics who were terrified and couldn't perform. I later heard that Iraqi casualties were not to be treated in Taji. They can work on the post for pennies, but can't die there. They've got to die outside. If one of those incompetent medical officers told me to start treatment, I would have slit his throat right there. $2,100 hours, and it's just our squad going through today's events in our heads, whether we want to or not.
More violence in Iraq. Twin suicide car bombings killed 8 Iraqis and wounded dozens more near a coalition
We made the
base
news.
north of Baghdad.
I feel exploited and proud at the same time. I have lost all faith in the media. A hapless joke I would much rather laugh at than become a part of. I should really thank God for saving my lucky ass. I'll do that. Then I'm gonna jerk off because these pages smell like Lynn's, and there won't be any time for jerking off tomorrow. Another mission at 0600.
When I get a letter from him, I run to the mailbox. In the beginning, he's like, write something dirty. I couldn't write something dirty. Me and my girlfriend got like a Hustler magazine or something. And I went through the magazine and put a picture of my face over every girl's body. So I was like, you want dirty? You got it. Steve just liked to laugh. We'd like to just have a good time. He doesn't really like to let people in. He thinks his feelings are his problem, and he doesn't want to burden anyone else. Steve's way of getting emotions out is his writing. I don't think he really told me exactly how he felt about me until he was over there. Saying goodbye to Steve was horrible. It's still a nightmare. I still cringe every time the news is on and think about where he is and what he's doing.
Every once in a while, as we're driving down the road, creeping along on patrol, I have a reoccurring epiphany. This is happening and will have a lasting impact on me for the rest of my life. The debate we had earlier in the day over the consistency and texture of a severed limb was not some far-off grotesque assumption. It was a genuine argument between the guy who swears it resembles hamburger, ground up but uncooked, and the guy who believes it looks more like a raw pot roast. There is no argument, however, that human intestines are pink pork sausage links. If, of course, you imagine a butcher's block as the background instead of the screaming, then soon quietly moaning casualty.
Why are the mortar attacks at the same level now that they were 4 months ago? I mean, there's got to be. We're supposed to be the most technological army in the world, and we can't figure out where the hell these guys are shooting them from. We got more aircraft. We could probably line the Persian Gulf with the aircraft and walk across.
That's Rizza there, my driver. We should really make this guy general, I think, because then maybe he can, put some of these theories to use. Now, why do you think that we do so much bitching?
Why do you bitch?
I don't bitch.
You lying sack
I don't
of shit.
bitch.
You are so... oh, my God. Now you're fucking ass-kissing.
You become an SEO, it's called regulating, delegating authority, and making things happen.
Doesn't matter what rank you're at. It's plain-ass bitching. Look it up in the Webster's Dictionary.
My team has been tasked out to provide security for septic waste trucks. Basically, the poop trucks.
Whoever said being a soldier is all blood and glory obviously forgot about the shit. Quick, follow that shit truck. right, hold on, I gotta put this on camera here. This is one of the premier locations where we dump our poop water. There's gonna be a lot of healthy grass and trees in this area. So every time some kid sees a commercial saying join the army, fight bad guys, they need to include this. Streams of poop water. We are bringing democracy and good vegetation to Iraq. Hey, you can even see a little small rainbow. I wonder if there'll be a pot of gold under that rainbow.
This is a day of great hope for Iraqis. In just 15 months, the Iraqi people have left behind one of the worst regimes in the Middle East, and their country is becoming the world's newest democracy.
A brand new Iraqi flag now flies over this green zone, but this country is also swept up in the terror of the insurgency. And so the mood can best be summed up as hoping for the best and preparing for the worst.
Iraq is a sovereign nation. What is your take on the whole thing as far as the new government?
Well, I think it's a fantastic opportunity for the Iraqis to establish new history in the country and be able to be a free and democratic society, which in turn should stabilize the whole Middle East and create a freer, more stable Earth as we know it.
Tell me how you really feel.
Then after that happens, maybe we can buy everybody in the world a puppy.
It's so hard to look at things in a positive light as far as Iraq goes. Whenever anything happens that's positive, they all get excited, and it doesn't last for any length of time. Eventually, they'll be shooting at us again.
We are working night missions to kind of lay low and kind of let the dust settle so the new interim government, the new Iraqi National Guard and the Iraqi police can get out there and start to take control of their own country.
Every single time you go out there, there's IEDs. If they're not hitting you, they're hitting nearby. There's attacks. It's unbelievable. Rumor has it there is a bounty out. The insurgents will give anyone $15,000 if they get one of our gunner shields with the skull and ice axes. When you're out there, you start to think about reality, and the reality is, why the fuck am I sitting here guarding this truck full of cheesecake? Are these people crazy? I feel like the priority of KBR making money outweighs the priority of safety.
Whoa, you see that off to the right, Mike? That.
That was an IED.
All right, we're coming up on it. Well, went off just to our right there. How the fuck did they set off an IED with these Bradleys here?
There is shit pouring out of that truck right there.
Seems to have shrapnel in his left bicep and arm area. We are trying to get him out of the turret as we speak. Over.
Come on, motherfuckers. I dare you to shoot just once.
Oh,
Come on, motherfucker. Keep going, brother. You want to play? They're shooting at me. I don't give a fuck if they're the Pope.
We know you like the Army. We're tired. We're so cynical right now, man.
You know, I supported the mission, and I support a lot of things, but I'm starting to say to myself, what the fuck? Shit or get off the pot. If the problem is not going away, then kick it up a notch. And I don't give a fuck
if that means nuking this fucking country. Meanwhile, there are fucking innocent fucking U.S. soldiers getting killed.
It's only a matter of time before our number's up.
People say they're evil and they hate our way of life, and they don't see that we're trying to liberate them. Well, if Canada invaded tomorrow and they said, you know, we're here to liberate you guys from Bush because we think Bush is bad for you, there's going to be definitely some people that take to those mountains and do some serious guerrilla fighting. The insurgents got their principles and we got ours. You got to respect that. At a practical level, when I'm on the road, it's my guys versus them. The hell with the morality of it. I want one thing and one thing only, combat.
What is that? What was it? So listen to me, soldier. Get your fucking head out of your ass and tell me what's going on up there. It looked like a mortar went off. Where? Like 200 yards. All right, you gotta fucking tell me. Break. 1, 2, 1, 2, Take your time. I'm gonna bring you go back in my convoy because these idiots have stopped and we're gonna push on through. Hey, come here, you. Your fucking main job when shit hits the fan is A, to respond, 2, to let me know. Now get the fuck back up there, full security.
My main fear is not being a good leader. I got guys, and the Army's entrusted me with their lives. And if I make a bad call, their lives are on the line.
Any signs of fucking body parts or anything? I don't smell burning dead guy.
Usually get a leg bone or something.
Yeah, usually the femur's left, you know. We're in Taji here. Our convoy got pulled in. We got hit with an IED. We have an injured TCN driver. Waiting on medics to come now. The TCNs are third country nationals. They could be anything from Pakistanis to Filipinos to Turks to Egyptians. Let's go look at the guy that's injured. How are you feeling? You okay? Okay, all right, let's look at your leg here. Let's look at your leg here. Right there is probably some shrapnel in his leg. The medics are coming in now. There they are. Most of them don't speak English, so if they're ever hurt, we've really got no way of communicating with them. There's such a language barrier. This is unfucking believable. This is the kind of shit we deal with. This truck left the yard like this. And this driver's expected to drive a vehicle with no windows and no windshield. You know why? Because he's not KBR. Because he's not worth enough to this operation for him to have any kind of safety whatsoever. He's a third country national trying to make a living.
We're at the Iraqi Highway Patrol headquarters in downtown Baghdad. There's a lot of progress being made here as far as training and recruiting and you know, arming them with weapons. And needless to say, the insurgency doesn't like that.
Working with the Iraqi police guys. Part of the strategic approach that's set by President Bush is kind of shift the burden of running the country, protecting it to the Iraqis. The faster we train, the better for the overall mission, and the sooner we can all go home.
Shake the butt.
He said, let me take off this vest because
I
can't do it.
It's money.
Tell him we can't. He's not going to say, hey, Zakawi, you wait, I take my vest off, then I shoot you.
Are you come on.
Serious.
Elbows in, shake the butt stuff. Hey, ADD, look at me, motherfucker.
شوف هاي هنا شلون مالته شوف هاي هنا جايبتش مالته شلون نايمه بري لا حد لا يرمي سكويز على كيفك شوف
He's not having a baby.
What the fuck are you shooting at, man? What the fuck? Huh? And I guarantee you, take the fucking thing off. I bet you still can't hit it. Take it off. I bet you could hit a bull in the ass with a fucking barn shovel.
Don't tell me. Now let me see what the fuck. You better hit it.
No. Cameraman, huh?
باز الفيلم هذا امك تشوفه؟ ايه راح ادز لها سلام بالكاسيت.
طبعا.
يلا. اوكي. اسلم سلام خاص الى الخاله ام باز. زين واقولها باز جود مان. رجل جيد.
شكرا.
اوكي؟ ثانك يو.
Give a shout out to my mom.
نتكلم على ايش الدار تدير وجهك؟ هاي تضحك. يضحك على ايش انت مضحك احمد وجهك احمد. بازي لوك.
Ahmed, are you scared?
No dangerous. بخايف يس. خاف مشاهدين يقطعوا راسه.
They're not gonna cut your head off, Ahmed. احنا ما بنخاف لان احنا مسلمين. لا
It was the deadliest insurgent attack in a wave of violence that swept across Iraq today. A suicide bomber killed at least 16 Iraqi policemen at a station near a U.S. Marine base in Baghdad in western Iraq.
Many dead in Baghdad.
No fucking way.
Including 10 U.S. soldiers. You got 10 dead or 10 injured?
Don't know.
But we hit the milestone 1,000 dead. What the fuck they call it a milestone? I have no idea. They said milestone 1,000. That's a fucking milestone?
Do I think we're making progress? No, I don't know. I think any country should be allowed to have its own civil war without people getting in the way. But I also believe that there are some pretty dangerous people in Iraq. I want to see this fight. Let's get a look at the contenders before we go in there.
In this corner.
Look at him there. Oh, yeah. He's ready. And who's this guy?
That's Fred.
Fred? Yeah, that's it. Keep the lights on. Bang. Oh, boy. Who's your money on, Warren?
Well, last time the spider was pretty fucking quick.
This is gonna be a battle. Oh, shit!
Oh, the last scorpion died when the spider bit it in the face.
What are they waiting on, then? Attack. Yeah, oh, shit! Yeah, oh!
Oh, he drew blood.
Where? Where's he bleeding?
On the spider.
Oh, jeez! Oh, this is great.
There we go.
So now he gets the tank, right, Warren?
Yep. He's like, yeah, this is my bitch now.
Just goes to show you there's always a bigger badass.
Operation Iranian Freedom Street next. Whatever. I quit.
I don't know why. I just feel like we'll be better off before.
Like in my company, it's a bunch of white guys from New Hampshire, and literally, besides one or two guys, everybody else thinks the same way. That's not an accident or coincidence. That's just groupthink taking effect, you know. I think 5 guys out of the whole company did not vote for Bush, and they probably kept it low.
If you're a guy, you know, the old Bush macho let's kick ass thing sounds pretty good.
All right, we're back here at the cache for the second time tonight. Hellman got hit with the IED. We got facial injuries here.
Let's go.
The blast knocked me into the truck. When I did become alert, the first thought in my head, I could feel the blood running down my face.
One person in here, and I need a stretcher.
How fucked up am I, you know what I mean? How bad are these wounds? And I really couldn't tell. The thoughts started becoming just more anger and pissed off that I got hit. And, you know, 9 out of 10 times, most ambush type incidents are IEDs, and you can't do shit about it. There's no way to defend it.
Like
lucky to be alive, all these guys.
All right, this is a depressing place to be. This is the equipment graveyard here at Anaconda. Every one of these pieces of equipment that's damaged has a story behind it, and you can imagine the story. There's someone's father or someone's mother. That was somebody's son or daughter. It goes on and on and on. You know, I support George Bush and everything, but for him to say that major combat operations are over kind of conflicts with what we're seeing and dealing with every day.
Downtown, die-hard city. Thousands of US and Iraqi troops are steeling themselves for a possible all-out assault on the stronghold of Fallujah. As heavily outnumbered resistance gunmen vow to fight to the death, analysts fear this could be Iraq's Alamo.
All right, today is Thursday, November 18th, 10 in the morning. First platoon has been assigned MSR patrol in Fallujah.
Hey, dude, look at this. Look at this terrain all around us. Just look at this madness. What's that forbidden zone from the original Planet of the Apes? Oh, we're in the wrong area, huh? All the action's taking place somewhere else. Every time you hear a boom, somebody's going to heaven. Hey, Master. What? Kind of face due west a little more. Your ass crack is right in my face, and I think that's more of a threat to my health and mental well-being than the enemy right now. Point your weapon at Fallujah.
Can we build a wall around the country and leave?
Wall, just leave it alone and leave. Fuck the oil, man. Fuck that. Not worth it. I'll walk everywhere in the U.S. I'll recycle everything, damn it. I'll even drive a Honda Insight. Little hybrid thingies.
Fuck that.
See, look at you. You're the reason why we always go to war, Bauer. You and your little Ford F-1000s. Redneck fuck.
I can't haul anything with a Honda Insight.
How often you gotta throw all 16 bags of fucking Budweiser cans, huh? Everybody wants safety, right? Ooh, my kids, I want them safe, so they buy more SUVs. Well, then the people without SUVs say, holy shit, if I get hit by an SUV, my kids are gonna be crushed. So I want safety, so I'm gonna buy an SUV.
I don't know, though, if you're worried about safety.
Oh, everybody's worried about safety.
I'm not. As long as I have a full-size truck with a frame, I'm not scared.
In fact, we're still worried about safety. That's why we're here. Make sure we have safety in the U.S.
Okay, so we're here in the city of Fallujah. There's not much left of this place. And stuff's going boom. Marines probably shooting at something. You know, I'm sure a lot of guys lost their lives here. So I kind of feel a little guilty coming in here and taking pictures.
Did anybody clear those rooms yet? Okay.
down. Is there anything behind me? All right, I'm moving. Where's the fire coming from? Where's the fire coming from? I don't know. If I back up, can you get... What the... Jesus Christ, what can I do? Where can I get you a shot? You're gonna fucking shoot shit! Jesus. Is there anybody behind me? There they are! Right there! Corner of that building! Ready? Going forward! There they are! Light them up! Ceasefire! He's down! Get Smith! Where's Smith? Get Smith! Get him! Gosh, November 29th. Sergeant Smith, 1st Squad, got shot in the leg. The round entered his calf and blew out the front of his shin, shattering the bone, exposing flesh and fat and muscle, like hot piece of cheese sliding from the slice.
All the blood over there.
Oh, yeah, that's where we got right there.
Our patrol ship came on, and we were immediately sent out to the area where the firefight occurred. Our job was to keep an eye on the bodies until the toe taggers showed up.
Yeah, this is where the guy got cut in half with the 50 cal.
Well, it was quick.
Not really. He got shot in the legs.
For 9 months, I had never seen these guys face to face. I mean, I heard the bullets crack over my head. I've seen the IDs and the mortars and the V-bids and all that go off.
Hey, look, he dropped his AK rounds.
I felt, you know, proud for the job that the guys in 1st Squad did. I felt jealous that it wasn't us. We weren't able to get those guys and kill them. I decided that I needed to film these guys. I scanned the bodies with the camera and had a few choice words for them. They basically said, you know, I'm glad they're dead. That's one less guy that we've got that's gonna fire an RPG at a Humvee, you know. So I handed the tapes. Someone said the first sergeant was visually upset or physically upset or something. I don't know. Maybe that means his stomach got sick or something. I'm not sure. But it was deemed inappropriate footage. You know, probably because of my commentary while filming. You know, but I mean, if we're trained to shoot our weapons and kill these guys, how do you expect us to talk? What do you want me to say? You know, oh, geez, I'm sorry. I don't know. At one point, a dog came along, and there was, like, human flesh kind of around the body, and the dog, you know, picked up some flesh and started eating. And I didn't see a problem with it, and neither did any of the guys we were with, you know? I didn't care about that. And I guess after the fact, you know, the command wanted me to shoot the dog or do something like that. But I'm sorry, we never got briefed on shooting a dog or what to do about that. And at the same rate, I don't care what the dog's eating, you know? Good for him. I hope he fills his belly.
We need to get everything ready because we need to go. You looking at your cool doll, Matthew? Oh, sorry. It's a G.I. Joe or Special Ops or whatever.
It's a G.I. Joe!
Daddy said that's got all the stuff that he's got. It's pretty cool, huh? Whoa. Sing jingle bells, jingle all the way. When Mike first went over there, we just told Matthew he was going to go and beat up the bad guys.
There's my school.
And then at daycare one day, the little girl there said, you know, people get killed over there.
Bye.
It just completely freaked him out, like, is Daddy gonna die? And, you know, it was really, really hard for him. but I'm afraid. I'm afraid for Mike. Hey, it's Randy. Just wanted to let you know on J. Jill. 3-month buyers are size 2X or 22 and above. And you hear the horror stories of people from Vietnam that come back. He likes to play macho sometimes, like it hasn't really affected him, but I know that it has. He has seen so much.
We were headed north doing a convoy escort out of Anaconda. Normally we're lead vehicle, but in this convoy we were the 10th truck back.
This is crazy going this fast through here. Yeah, I see. Fucking moron. These people will run out in front of anything.
It was pitch black out. This vehicle come out aggressively, and I started to think to myself, this guy's not going to pull out in front of us. Sure enough, he did.
Fucking asshole!
He pulled out close enough where I stood up and got my weapon ready, and he went right across the front of our Humvee and pulled into the shoulder. Just as that happened, I heard Specialist Burrill. He screamed, "Oh my God!" I snapped forward. I saw a young woman stepping out from the same direction the truck came from. We heard the crash of her body hitting the Humvee.
As I opened up my door to get out quickly, to open up the back door to get my CLS bag, the worst thing of my life I saw. I'm like, oh my God, the convoy trucks were barreling at 50 miles an hour. They didn't even see us pull over, coming up the line. And this woman was laying directly in their path, and she was unconscious.
It's a fucking girl, and she's in pieces right now, and I just dragged her out of the road. She ran out in front of us. Pieces of her head over there, for Christ's sake. Unfucking believable. Burrill, don't look at it, bud. You're good. Stay cool, all right?
I remember looking down and I see crumbled cookies. Like, oh God. She was carrying cookies and that was spread all over the MSR. I thought of my mother.
It was next door to a mosque, and then they started the prayer over the speaker. I don't know if it was her dignity or what. We had to get her out of the road, get what was left out of the road.
I will remember that for the rest of my life. That guy rolling the body onto the body bag and zipping her up. The Iraqi people who were there to help, and we just killed one of them.
It will be a better country in 20 years because we were there. I hope.
Do we know who she is? You know who she is? No ID?
The Combat Infantryman's Badge provides special recognition of the unique role of the Army infantryman. The only soldier whose daily mission is to close with and destroy the enemy and to seize and hold terrain.
A combat infantryman's badge is something many of us have dreamt about since we were kids. You see a soldier with a CIB, you look at him and you think, geez, what he must have seen or what he must have done to earn that CIB.
When I get home, the war stories start. Do I have something to defend? Did I not experience war because I did not console my buddy as he died in my arms? Did I not experience enough combat because I still want nothing more than to kill insurgents at a range close enough that I can see them fall to the ground and die?
All right, we're getting on the C-130. This is the last time we'll be
in Iraq. When we get off, we'll be out of the country.
I'll be back.
The captain just came on, said we're about 20 minutes from Fort Dix. We're all pretty tired right now.
On behalf of this entire flight crew, it's been a pleasure serving you today. For your safety, we ask that you please remain seated with your seatbelt on.
I swore to God that I was gonna get down and kiss the ground like a lot of people do. But I had my 2 weapons with me in my assault pack, and I was so exhausted. Everybody was so exhausted.
I guess you can say this is the culmination of our deployment. It's time to get back into the civilian world. Hey man, is there any way I can get you to turn this radio up just a little bit?
Welcome home, ass weasels.
Great to see you. Welcome home. Where's my wife?
Are you kidding? Daddy, let's have some candy. All the time.
I'm ready to start licking the channels and not watch a damn thing. Just lick.
Tired. It's been a long day.
Yeah. This is what are we gonna do tonight?
This.
We're gonna snuggle, watch a movie. Maybe we should buy 50 pounds of chocolate bars.
Yes!
Ooh, we're all gonna get bloated and unattractive tonight.
Ow, Lord.
They could offer me $500,000, and I would not go back there. It's like saying, if I gave you $500,000 for your son to never see you again, would you take it? I'm so glad I went. I hated it with a god-awful passion, and I will not go back. I have done my part, and I feel like it's someone else's turn. My views of the war haven't changed. You've heard people say, you know, we're over there for the oil. You know, that's the only reason we're in Iraq. It's oil, it's oil, it's oil. Well, listen, no, we're not there for the oil. If it were for oil, would that not be enough reason to go to Iraq? You bet your ass it would be. If you took oil away from this country tomorrow, what do you think would happen to this country? It would be devastating. So let's all stop crying about whether we had reason to go in there or not, because we could fight about that forever. It's a done deal. We're in Iraq. Support what it takes to make this thing work, or shut up.
We hired Mike probably 3 or 4 months before he was called away to duty. We had explained to him, when you come back, it's going to be like you never left and walk back through the door again. Me and you will go in there and we'll finish the paintwork on that. By the time we're done with that, it'll be time to go home and...
Yep. Time to drink beer.
Time to have a couple beers.
Whiskey.
Yep.
I was at the VA yesterday. One of the biggest things that's driving me crazy is my hands. I used to sit in the turret and hold on to my saw, my weapon. Over time, my hands would go numb. It didn't hurt, just get really numb. They told me it's carpal tunnel. And the vibrating tools will make it worse. I have some appointments set up, physical therapy and occupational therapy for my neck and back. And my whole back was in knots because of the body armor. All I know is it hurts, and I take about 3,200 milligrams of ibuprofen a day. And you know, that usually doesn't work at this point. I think I got used to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out. Mike rejoined us after more than a year of Iraq and being shot at. And
Today is the anniversary of the worst day of my life.
Is that the day you got hung up on a ambush?
I just realized that. There's got to be 50 or 60 guys shooting at you. And there's mortars. Boom, boom, boom. My frustration coming back is I go to work and I talk to guys and they don't care. I think it's they don't understand.
So I earned my CIB on my first day.
Somebody will even ask me a question. Geez, do you have any pictures? And I will say, sure. I'll take out some pictures and I'll start to show them. And they'll, yeah. And I'm like, I want to grab them by the throat and say, you will look at my effing pictures. You asked me to look at them. Okay, I'm not going around showing them off to everybody. You asked me to look at them. Give me the goddamn respect of looking at my pictures. You have any idea what I've done? If I gave them 10 minutes to feel that fear, that loneliness, and that sacrifice, they might pay a little bit more attention.
He's not the same person anymore. He's not. He had really worked on his temper before he went to Iraq. He was great. He was so much calmer than me. And just being in Iraq, his temper is just, it's back. We actually have flashbacks. We were driving and I saw a spider on the window and went, and he just completely freaked out. He had a flashback. He thought he was going to hit somebody, and then he just had a flashback of them hitting the woman and just got very upset. And he's like, don't ever do that again. And we wound up getting into an argument about it. What him and I struggle with is he so badly wants me to understand what he went through. I will never understand, just as he will never understand what I went through. Sometimes I feel like he doesn't live in reality. He so badly wants to be okay that he's just going to believe that and everything will be fine. I took a vow with him, for better, for worse, sickness and in health, till death do us part. I don't want to get out of that. There are days that I don't like him. Absolutely. There are days I don't like him. But I still love him.
Give me the hugs.
I just can't imagine my life without him. I just can't.
You love Dada.
Welcome home. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Glad to see you. It seems like things are starting to die down over there compared to what they were.
I don't want to tell people what it was like over there. It's a fucking mess, you know? I went over there and did the job I was supposed to do. People tend to ask some ignorant questions, you know? Did you kill anybody? What's it like over there? Or when do you have to go back?
That woman was like,
Yeah.
hey, oh, it's good to have you home.
You like that?
That was like just right. you
I know. And she's
That's all you
old.
need to say. you
Yeah,
know?
that's it.
Not like
Well, people don't know what to say, I think.
that's exactly what you say.
Because sometimes I don't know what to say.
Yeah, but you know, we got
Even with
plenty of
a-
other things to talk about.
Yeah, we do. We have decisions to make.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing serious. Look at the look.
Like what? Like jobs?
down,
Like,
yeah.
we'll get jobs.
I like the engagement ring. I mean the promise ring.
Whoa, it's not either one of those things.
I like that ring that's on her.
Yeah,
her ring finger.
Yeah.
She likes the ring.
Pretty.
Good.
Yeah.
It's a vacation ring. You know?
Wait, what's a vacation ring?
I don't know. Like you could have just
So does
like.
that mean you're gonna
hey,
get me one in Portland too?
You could have just like gone to Italy on a whim with like any random guy.
Yeah.
And you would have gotten that. That's like.
What? You make no sense.
No, I guess not.
Stephen has changed a lot since he's come back from Iraq. I don't know why he says everything's fine, because it's not.
Why the fuck are we there? We better get that oil, right? The U.S. Army is not the fucking Peace Corps. The Marines are not the Peace Corps. That's not why we're in Iraq. We're in Iraq for money and oil. Look at any other war in the history of the world and tell me it's not about money. This better be about money. And if we don't get that oil and that money, then all the lives that are gone right now, what's it, 1,800? It's at something around there? They're all in vain. But you don't put 150,000 troops from all over the country in there and say we're there to create democracy. We need to create money. They don't make money for us, you know? Somebody other than Dick Cheney better be getting their hands on it pretty soon.
He can't sleep nights. He won't say it's nightmares, but I know they are.
I'm locked into the VA. I went there, and I don't know. They say I got asthma, and hearing loss, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Which is all right. I mean, I don't know.
Good, really good. Oh, hey, stop.
He doesn't like to talk about it.
It's not broken.
I feel like he thinks if he doesn't talk about it, then he'll forget about it. It's still there, and it still hurts, and I still feel it. And I want to cry a lot.
Dog tags?
Where? Yeah, I don't know why.
Can I see?
Yeah, it's still on.
Do you know why?
I don't know. I just haven't taken them off, that's all.
Do I hope and wish that we're together in 20 years? Yeah. I have no clue if we're gonna be together in 2 weeks.
Give it, Mama.
يا طبرين يا طبرين طبرين. I wanna hug him for 1.5 years.
Okay.
Alright, Mama. It's not a big deal.
Oh, not big deal. Oh my God. 16 months, not big.
Mama. So,
Oh,
Patriots won. Probably gonna go see Jim after this.
No. Please.
Well, I just gotta stop by saying hello.
No, call him. He'll come home. He'll come.
I'll give him a call.
Yeah, please. Don't tell me you're gonna go any place now. I never thought in my life for 16 months I have in my mind Iraq day and night. 16 months, day and night, Iraq in my head. Ah, wake up, Iraq. Close my eyes, Iraq.
Okay.
He always smart and handsome. He doesn't like that, I know. I like to say he's smart and handsome. He like it or not. What he gonna do? Shoot me? He's not emotional like me, especially lately. He doesn't like me to be emotional too. I think the army has to do something with it. He was soldier for too long, and he saw a lot.
Do you think he'll go back to Iraq?
I hope not. Just young people get killed for nothing. Nothing gonna change. God willing, let him finish this love for the army.
Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome you all. What's going to take place today is you're going to become a citizen of the United States.
I've always wanted to be a soldier. It's not because to make me more of an American or to legitimize me more in somebody else's eyes.
Please stand.
I personally don't feel the need to legitimize myself to a civilian who's never served. In fact, I would laugh if somebody said that to me. I think a good American will always love their country and be suspicious of their government. Hi, here, Mohammed Bazi.
That each of the individuals who just took the oath of allegiance is now a citizen of the United States of America.
Most soldiers, they want to think that they're there for a good cause, something noble. You're fighting for freedom and everything that's right. It was tough because you have to do some not so nice things sometimes. I remember one time my platoon became attached to a different military police battalion, and the orders was nobody is allowed on this road. There's like a hospital on one side, and a lot of people live on the other. Obviously, it became very apparent that I was the one that spoke their language. This guy comes up and he's like, I got a sick baby. Can I just cross the road to go to the hospital? We're a disciplined army, so we had to say no, but that didn't make any tactical sense. It got to the point where I stopped translating because the squad would come up to me, hey, well, tell this guy he can't take his sick baby to the hospital. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. Just you tell him. And well, we're just following orders. I know, but I don't want to translate. If the colonel wants to do it, he can come down himself and do it. It goes against why we're there. It goes against a lot of our beliefs and the value system we operate under as American soldiers. There's a big demand now to patriotism and flags and yellow ribbons, and I got my living off the war by going there and getting a paycheck, and the guy that makes the yellow ribbons, which is the biggest fashion fad nowadays, makes his living off of it, and Caterpillar makes living off of it, and the companies that make the smart bombs that we drop on those guys make a living off of it, and the Humvee company makes a living out of it, and you guys are making a living off of it. It's just, I don't really look at it as something more than that, I suppose. I love being a soldier. The only bad thing about the Army is you can't pick your war.
Bye.